Grizzly season ended over the weekend. It was a Saturday game at FedEx Forum at 2:30 Central Standard Time. They played against Oklahoma City Thunder, I think, after the Ja Morant injury and then the news that Ja Morant was going to be out for said game. Our expectations were anemically low. I was happy with the fight. I was happy with the fight, and I do think there were some good things that came out of it. In the end, you lost. In the end, your season ends with a first-round sweep. All of those things are intensely disappointing given how a large portion of the season went this year. That being said, I thought it was going to be very easy because we saw that you're coming off blowing a 27-point lead. You're coming off the news that Ja Morant, who is the one that can enable you to be competitive at the highest level, is going to be unavailable. And you're also staring at the reality that you're not coming back from down 3, right? And so you have to do all the common tropes, one game at a time. It's still, even though psychologically, like, you're looking over and Ja Morant is on crutches and and this team, you don't know what level, if they could come out and just want to pummel you and go ahead so they can rest for an amount of time while the Clippers and the Nuggets fight their deal out. And you didn't know what kind of level of play the Grizzlies would be able to bring to the table. If I'm being fair, and I texted you guys this during the first half of the game, like, that was not the A effort out of Oklahoma City. That felt like we're coasting, we'll turn it up when we have to. And if you are on the other side, it's like, hey, go keep fighting. You may catch them, right? Because, again, we talk about this all the time psychologically. You're going back to Oklahoma City either way, right? Like, okay, if we don't win, it's not the end of the world if you don't win, right? Whereas you want to feel from the Memphis side of things that it is the end of the world if you lose, right? Like, you don't want to just, you could do the 1-2-3 Cancun thing and just mail it in and then get humiliated on your way out the door. I actually felt like they put forth a real effort in that game.
Shout out Scottie Pippen,
and even
bro.
Down late, they kept fighting. So, I mean, I'll give them that, right? Yeah. It wasn't good enough. It clearly is not good enough to be able to compete.
Scottie let us know that he with the.
That was by far the biggest revelation that came out of this was watching a couple of guys prove to be
dogs,
playoff worthy, and Scottie Pippen Jr. be one of those guys. Yeah. That was great. He had a monster game 3, monster game 4, and that was a super positive. Yeah. And then, obviously, with it being done, then it just turns to evaluation time. Look, I do think in games, those home games, they played so well that my thought was, this is about next round. You're going to show me, Oklahoma City's going to show me what I need to know about Oklahoma City. The next round, no matter whichever one of those two they face. I think it's going to be the Clippers. But we will see, right? It's either going to be the Clippers or the Nuggets, and that's going to be a team that I saw the way the Grizzlies were able to challenge them in those last 2 games. No one in the free world, Ja Morant included, believes, nobody believes the Grizzlies lost game 3 if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Game 4, I'm going to leave that. I think it's easy to say, hey, and then, if he would have been there for game 4, this could very easily be 2-2. You also could have gotten a grand slam effort out of Oklahoma City in game 4 if they lost game 3, right? So I just think that's a very hard one to jump to the conclusion and go, hey, and 4 was close too. So, hey, if you just look at those 2 games, and if Morant was there, then you might be, and they might. I mean, I'm not saying that's out of the question. I also say that's hard for me to do. I never in a million years would I believe that they would lose game 3 if Morant wouldn't have gotten hurt. Game 4, I'm not going to take that step because I don't think you got Oklahoma City's Grand Slam effort. And obviously, if they lose that game, they're making very serious adjustments to losing that game. And that's just typically the ebb and flow of a series, right? Teams are able to adjust. And also, their antennas go all the way up if they lose 3.
Yeah.
When you're up 3-0, you're not going to get, like, you saw the effort in the second half of game 3. You didn't see that same level of effort from that team in 4. You didn't.
I mean,
right? They cranked it up.
He got off.
He was great, but I thought they coasted a lot in that game.
The move he hit to win it, I was like, oh boy. I looked at you.
That was incredible.
I was like,
was.
that's
unguardable.
That's just so tough.
It's
bro.
unguardable.
Where he
The
spun
spin
and
step back.
Because
That's
Vince was right there,
Vince was
and it
there.
didn't matter.
He
That's
had like
the Penny Hardaway.
Yeah, he did the penny move.
Yeah, Penny's.
He
Yeah.
did the penny move on us, and then told us.
Yeah, the peace sign was
I
devastating.
appreciate that, dog.
They're a fantastic team. There's no way around it.